Wonderful. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, my dear traders. I'm really happy to have you back here in our Forex Morning Call. It's me, Marcus, from DowHow Trading here in Germany. I'm really happy that I may speak in English to you. So, you know, English is not my first language, but I hope you will understand what I try to say. If I may something wrong in grammar or in words, so please forgive me. It's just my mission to reach people around the world with the possibility to show one of millions of strategies you can be successful in trading. So my job is to be a trader, to show you, to be a mentor, to support you. I'm not a coach, because I think the word coach is really overwhelmed in these days, in Instagram, Facebook. So everybody could be a coach. I think I do this the same what my mentors did with me. I support people on their own way to find success in trading, and the way for every single being is always different. But we have kind of basics. Everybody has to understand in trading, and which way you will find for yourself does not matter. At the end, it should be successful on your account. It could take years, sometimes at least 1 year to become successful in trading. Sometimes it will take a little bit longer. Then we have the experience of having drawdowns, bad drawdowns. It's a part of the game that sometimes we are really deep in loss. So even the best hedge funds, trend following traders around the world have bad years. But all of them are coming back by sticking to the rules and follow the plan. And this is what I want to do here. Also, sometimes we have to make some adjustments because markets are going to be a little bit crazy or unstable or more volatile than other days. But we need volatility in markets, because without volatility, there are no movements. And we need movements and corrections to see a trend. And trends are always there, even you don't see it in the first place. But if you learn how to draw the trend properly, then you will see there must be always trends, because trends are the consequence of moves and corrections, and moves and corrections are the consequence of supply and demand. Okay, before we start on this Thursday, 28th of July, I want to show you the risk disclaimer. And you're trading with stocks and financial assets can expose your capital to substantial risks, possibly even beyond the capital you have invested. Trading is not suitable for everyone. Investment successes as well as profits from the past do not guarantee success in the future. So this is the first place. What do we expect on numbers today? Not that much. Australia is already done with the retail sales for June. Previous 0.9, consensus 0.5, and the actual was 0.2. We expect at 2 o'clock in Germany the harmonized index of consumer prices, and at 2:30 from USA, the gross domestic products annualized for Q2. That's the numbers. So we are completely independent. So the big number was yesterday about the rate decision, Federal Reserve, but it came as expected. They raised the rate up to 2.5. So one new 75 points up that was expected from the market. So it was a kind of non-event, but the following press conference, Mr. Powell brought high volatility into the markets, and this we want to show us together. Plamen, good morning, greetings. And Petya, good morning. Mihai, also good morning. And of course, good morning to Traders Yard. So feel free to ask whatever is in your mind. Okay, let's come to trading. So, and that was here. You see the impact of the rate decision yesterday. It's 8 o'clock. So big spike, big move to the upper side, then half of the distance came back already. And you see we are still around the point of control. There we are. Yeah, and this is always, that's the point of control, 13,196 in DAX 15 minutes. So what's about the trend? The trend is quite simple. That was the big impact yesterday here around this, here around 8 o'clock. Then the price came back. Now we are on the third trend arm, and you see there is a great possibility to go long in the third trend arm in DAX 15 minutes. So this is I would say, a really good chance to make money, because you can stick to the rules, and that's the most important part. So you can put your stop loss wherever you think it's good for you. Normally, I put my stop loss at the last 0.3 to protect the account in a worst case. But if you say it's too far away from you, you can put your stop loss also here. That's just up to you. The most important point is that you calculate your money in a way that you always can smile. Yeah, that means emotions may never influence the technical part in trading. The moment you are sometimes happy and sometimes sad is the point that's wrong. So how do you have to act? It's really simple. It's always the same. It's like this. Yeah, just this. Relaxed, free, with controlled emotions. When people used to tell you have to turn off your emotions in trading, then you know this is a teacher who never trades by themselves, because you cannot turn off your emotions. It's not possible, because you're a human being. You are not a robot. What you can do is, in this zero-sum game, which is based on just 0 and 1, just numbers, to control with logical thinking your trading, to control the emotions, that your emotions never influence the technical part in trading. And this will happen, and this will be if you think in a logical way and always kind in front of you, okay, everything is 0, everything is 1, just cool and neutral numbers. The rest is made by the market and by you and me. So make sure that you can control your emotions. Maybe you ask yourself, Marcus, can tell me how? How can I control my emotions? Yes, I can tell you in the course. So you have to invest a bit money, and you have to invest in your own education, because to step into logical thinking, you have to go much more deeper than in an obvious free webinar. But this is a decision you make by yourself, by the way. Okay, who is with me? Thomas, good morning. Simeon, greetings. Nice to have a student here from Africa. Ute, wonderful, good morning. I hope you and your dog are really fine this morning, and you're going on with your course. But I think you have a kind of deep insights in the course. I hope so, by the way. Okay, so let's come to 4-hourly chart. And here we go. Here we are now in the second trend arm. And as you can see, I'm still on the sideline, but now I'm in the second trend arm. And I said I want to wait until the rate decision is over, press conference. And now I can see nothing happens, by the way, in 4-hourly chart. So therefore, I set a pending order, stop by to speculate on this trend continuation, because the point of control is quite far on the upper side. Dow Jones, actually, is there a trend continuation? Yeah, now we have there a trend continuation. It's coming up from the fourth trend arm. Yeah, I was a little bit here in loss, but I cut the loss because I don't trade in front of the rate decision. So now let's see if the price will coming back again and I can make a re-entry. Otherwise, I have to let it go. I had a couple of profits here. Actually, now you are in the move. I would not jump into the move. Always out of the correction. That's the best point. Great. So thank you, Ute. I love it very, very much. So what you can see here is one of my big mistakes, why I have to adjust my time management. And I will tell you what I'm doing up to August the 1st. So you can see I missed the entry. Where was the entry? Exactly here. You see, it's a trend. I made a wonderful trade out of the second trend jump up to the first move. Then I did it again. I had a loss. And here we go. We are stabilizing at exactly at the point of control. We were in the third trend arm. And here, based on my mismanaged time management, I missed the re-entry. And you see, this is how you lose money at the end. And with such a behavior, if you have too many markets, then you miss the entry. Or if you have to do your normal job, and if you are like me, with busy with other jobs, then you miss such entries, and you say it's another big winner. And I'm quite sure you see a next trend continuation. So that's stupid. And with this big move, you could trail your stop loss into the profit. And in case you did better than me, then you can trail your stop loss right now into the profit, and everything is fine, because only two things can happen and must happen. We see a correction, less or more. In worst case, you have no loss. You can do it again. All the move is going on. We see a trend continuation. Gold chart, actually still in a down in the fifth trend arm. And we are waiting here for possible a new uptrend. But for that, we need a higher high than this one. This could be the new trend. But for that, you need a close above the last 0.2. And then maybe the next correction could be ours to reach maybe the point of control again. Just on a watch list for me, gold price. Euro dollar, you see, I opened the trade again because without having a trend continuation here on the upper side, just fake breakouts. And I said, I want to wait until the press conference and about the rate decision is over. And you see, we were still in the second trend arm, and it was my duty to open the trade again. And now we are speculating because the point of control is quite far away. So, and if you finally will see a trend continuation, then everything is okay. British pound dollar, same procedure. I don't trade in front of or close or around rate decisions. They are affected by the dollar. So now I was in the third trend arm. I had no losses here. Now I'm just waiting for the next correction. So for example, and then we can do it again. Of course, the next correction is the fourth trend arm, and there I can do it again. So I'm just on the watch list here. Great, guys. That's the majors, and that's the top products. So let's come to the running trades. And running trades, we start with Aussie Canadian dollar. Here we are lovely a bit in profit, and it looks like we see a trend continuation. So therefore, I trailed my hard stop into the profit, so I cannot lose money. If the price is coming back, re-entry. If not, then let the trend work. Aussie JPY, there are actually just one trade open, and this is the long trade, because the short were cut out. We get out here exactly 0.3, then the price changed and went down. So the downtrend basically is still valid, and I have to find a new entry. Unless the long is also valid, and therefore, but I trailed the stop because there was a trend candle. I trailed the stop to cut the loss, and in the same time, I had to trade here a pending order on the way down here. Yeah, don't miss it, because the short is also in a second trend arm. Maybe you might ask, why don't you set a pending order? Just wait a minute. I will tell you why I don't do it. Aussie, Kiwi, I trailed my hard stop closer to take the money because I need profits on my account. Aussie dollar, it looks like we see a trend continuation. Yeah, I think when this candle is over at 11 o'clock, then I will trail my hard stop into the profit zone. Canadian JPY, there are 2 trades open. The short, I will trail my hard stop closer, and the long, the short is running and the long is also running. And for the long, I will cut the loss by trailing the stop loss here. Canadian Swiss, a little bit in loss. I'm just trading this big downtrend here because here we are still, you see, we are still here in a big correction. And, you know, we're still expecting to see the 0.2 again. And the long trend is broken, by the way. There's just only one trend, actually, and this is the downtrend. Crude oil coming back, second trend arm. The fifth trend arm is working and the downtrend is still the main trend. But actually, I'm in a second trend arm of the long. And here I open the trade and let's see how far the move will go. New Zealand, Canadian dollar, second trend arm. My duty to open the trade here. I did it. And I must be careful if the downtrend will also continue, but actually I'm in a long position. Kiwi JPY, same procedure than in Aussie JPY, long and short. Short is in profit, long I trailed the stop loss. Kiwi dollar coming back into the profit zone, third trend arm. Let's see if we keep an if we will have a close above the 0.3, above the 0.2, then I will trail the stop loss into the profit to make the trade safe. And finally, dollar JPY. Here we are, 121 pips in profit. The long trend is done. The downtrend is continuing. Actually, we reached the 0.2. I trailed the hard stop into the profit and everything is fine. So guys, I'm deep in loss. And there is nothing to talk about to make it nice. We have in Germany, we have a special word to talk it nice. You cannot. The reality of every trader is that sometimes you have really, really rough times and bad times. And if you make an analysis, why is it? It's mostly the same time. Missing too many signals. Yeah. Then you have a bad trade management. And sometimes we have crazy markets and trends needs really, really long time to continue. And sometimes you have this kind of time extended corrections, corrective trend starts. You have often two trends, long and short, and you will never know which one can continue. So it could happen that you have a really bad time, that you have really lot of losses in a row, calculated losses, technically correct, but sometimes you have. And this brings you under pressure with your account. So there are a couple of solutions. As long as you make everything correct, but if you miss too many signals, you have to adjust your time management. So there are a couple of solutions, or mostly two solutions. So you can cut the list of your tradable currencies or products, or you choose to to go into a higher time frame where are you more safe and where you are safe in your time management. So I have to find my solution. And my solution in this Admiral's account is that I have to change, that I have to make a mix. So I stopped trading 15 minutes because I cannot handle it, but I will show you every day. I will trade 4 hourly charts in the top instruments, DAX 40, Dow Jones, Bitcoin, gold, euro dollar, and British pound dollar. That's one 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 currencies I can trade in 4-hourly chart. The rest, all of them, I will trade up to August the 1st in daily chart. So I have a wonderful mix between one day trading chart and 4-hourly chart and daily chart, because I have to adjust something, because for me, it's a kind of ethical question. I cannot teach you how successful trading could be, and I cannot bring it on the pitch. It's not my intention how to teach you. So, for example, if I compare it with my charts and with my trading in my private account or in my accounts of the asset management, for example, why I just only trade daily charts and weekly chart, is always successful, because there I don't miss any signals, and that's the point. And I want to be frankly to you, there is nothing to hide. If you destroy your account, welcome to the club. It's a normal stuff, but you have to find a solution to bring it back or to make a restart. Therefore, I have to make this adjustment. So maybe you can say, okay, Marcus, you're a bad trader. I'm fine with it, because I make it for 23 years right now. And this is not the first time I have such rough times. And I always find a solution, and I always brought all my accounts back all the time since 20 years. Oh, since I had my mentors, by the way. Yeah. So feel free to think about me, whatever you want. Everything is fine, because it's your perception, but I tell you the truth. And now maybe you realize why they replaced me and admirals. And Theo is maybe a real trader. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But why they don't trade in real? They just trade in demo accounts. They just make analysis and talking about trading. You see why? Yeah, it's fucking hard to trade. It's really hard. And it's hard to stand in front of the camera and to say, I'm a loser. You think this is easy for me? No, it's not. But it's the only way to handle it. Everything is an illusion. Everything else is an illusion. Every different is an illusion. It's just a dream. And it's just a fucking lie to tell you are always successful. There are a couple of traders around the world. They are always successful, but they always spend the whole time in front of the screen. So I know such guys. But I always used to say, come back in 5 years to me. Come back in 5 years. And if you are successful in 5 years, still are successful, then you are the Harry Potter of trading. Yeah. So that's not me. I'm, of course, not Harry Potter of trading. I'm Ron Weasley, of course. So, but that's the bitter truth. And I have to talk about it. So I don't care what you think, but this is the truth. And we have to handle it. And now I have to make these adjustments to see how it could work. And if you say, oh, come on, daily chart is so boring. Yeah, I don't think so. Because if you, for example, if you check daily charts, so look, we have the same trends, but you can make much more money, because the charts and the trends in daily chart are much more stable, and the movements are taking longer, so you can catch more pips. So the big advantage in trading in daily chart, what do you think is? Yes, you can trade much more currencies. You can trade the full. By the way, I trade weekly charts in the exotic pairs. So we can do this. And by the way, guys, we are not giving up. Giving up, it's not an option for a trader. We have rough times, and sometimes we have to make a restart. And we are trading for 1 year or 1.5 years. Yeah, then we make a restart. And sometimes it's possible. Even you are a young trader, a newbie, yeah, and sometimes who starts with trading. Don't be angry about this. I know such situations since 20 years. So, but giving up is not an option. When you don't have a solution, then you can say, okay, it's not my part. Okay, it's not, how should I say, it's not my business. Then you can say, okay, then I will find another business. But guys, trading as a real trader, and you want it deep from your heart because you can see, oh, fuck, it's working. I can see it's working. But actually, it's hard to bring it on the pitch. Yeah, you are not alone. We are a family. We are a lovely community. We are happy together and we are suffer together. But you are not alone. And if people tell you Marcus is a bad trader, he is a bad coach, he cannot trade, it's okay. Make your own opinion. It's just up to you. And I can handle this because I do it for 20 years. And as a mentor in the public, you're always at the first place and you always are the first who get the hits in your face. I used to do so, guys. So, but giving up is not an option for us. Never, ever. Maybe we have to bring a little bit money back on the account. Maybe we have to make a restart. And sometimes we have to make some adjustments. So like me right now, and maybe you will follow me there. And maybe it's a little bit slower trading, but it's much more stable and we bring it back. So guys, what do you think? Should we give up? No, we are traders. We are the leaders of the world. We are the one who handle these big emotions. We are the one who want to bring change to the world. And this means sometimes we have to make a restart. We have to fight for success. We don't dream about success. We fight and we are working for our success. And that means, yeah, make your hands dirty. Sometimes we have to do it together. So, and that's the truth, guys. All the other things are illusions. And we are not here, and I'm not here to tell you any dreams or illusions. I show you the bitter truth. And the bitter truth is you have to fight. Sometimes you have to fight more, and then good times will come back. Because trading means you have to breathe in and to breathe out. Yeah, giving money and taking money. So now it's time to make some adjustments, but not to give up. Never, ever, we are not giving up. I'm happy that I can share this with you, and we will handle it together. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to me. And if I have any chances, tomorrow we will talk about it. And now I wish you a lovely trading day. Take a little bit distance from the charts, take a walk, enjoy the sun outside there, get to swimming, whatever there is. Yeah, but think about it. We are not quitters. We will never give up. Let's do it together. It's me, Marcus from DowHow Trading. The logic course you can grab below the charts, below the video. Have courage and be kind. May the force of the rules and the logic be with you. See ya tomorrow.